I'm ever so lonely. Won't someone send me a guardian angel? Or guardian whatever. I'm not really picky. But soft, what light through yonder window break? Wait, that's Shakespeare.
I assure you this is not Shakespeare.
How can I be certain that I'm not just dreaming?
Every time I get summoned I got to deal with this kind of thing.
Wait, what's that smell? Did something just die in here?
Now you're on the right track.
What manner of being are you who flies through windows when summoned? Are you the Mothman?
Silence! You who have summoned me must become my bride.
I'm not ready for that sort of commitment right now. Can you come back in a few years?
Aren't you worried you'll lose a hot commodity such as myself to another woman?
I'll take that chance. Ellen, I have to go to Eastern Europe on urgent business. Oh, Thomas, must you go so soon? We've only just been married a fortnight. Yes, but it's for my job, and my job is the most important thing in my life. I thought I was the most important thing in your life. Oh, well, yes, but you are, but you don't exactly pay the bills around here, do you? But you won't let me take a job. Ah, that's what we call a catch-22, then. Oh, Thomas, must you go? Well, I suppose I could quit my job, but then we'd have no money. Then how could you afford to buy me new clothes? I feel like I've been wearing this nightgown for years. Exactly my point, so go I must. Either that or I'll sell Amway products. But I'm just a spoiled, helpless 19th century woman. Whoever shall take care of me while you're away? Now don't you worry your pretty little head. I've arranged for my wealthy friend Frederick to take care of you.
Hello, love. How goes it?
You're Frederick? Somehow I always pictured you as older and uglier.
I'm nothing of the sort now, am I?
I may have given Ellen a false impression of you due to my extreme jealousy. And is it true, Frederick, that you are very wealthy?
I'm afraid so, darling. At least that's what my servants say.
So, Ellen, do you think you'll be okay with Frederick watching after you while I'm away? Ellen? Are you listening, dear? Huh? Oh, haven't you left yet? Count Orlock, I presume? If you will, sir, I'd like to—
You will refer to me as Lord.
1,000 pardons, sir. I mean, Lord. I'm Thomas from the real estate agency.
I will refer to you as my little Tommy Tom-Tom boy. Any problems with that?
Well, actually, I'd prefer if you—
Excellent. Come join me for a drink.
If you don't mind, my lord, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
What's your rush? The next coach doesn't arrive until dawn and Uber won't come here anymore.
Well, I suppose a quick glass of wine won't hurt.
You'd think that, wouldn't you?
Wait a minute, that wine's pretty red. It almost looks as if—
I assure you it's only the finest. It came out of a box.
You wouldn't happen to mean a coffin, would you? That's a little joke. And you're not laughing. Can we just sign the contract now?
First, I must have a lock of your wife's hair. No particular reason, just something I ask of all my real estate agents.
Well, they did tell me you were a bit eccentric.
Guilty as charged.
Right then, here's the lock of her hair, and I'll just cut my finger here on this broken wine glass so we can sign the real estate contract with blood.
Most excellent. Now I think I'll have a bite to eat.
Oh, there's no need, my lord. I'm quite nauseous right now for some reason.
I said I'll have a bite. You just sit still.
I can do that. Wait, what are you doing? Ow! Ow! Oh, Frederick, Thomas is a week late in returning. I fear the worst.
Now, Ellen, don't be a silly goose. I told him this would happen if he took Spirit Airlines.
And I keep having the strangest nightmares.
Is it the one where you're back in school but you forgot your locker number? I have that one all the time.
And for some reason I keep waking up in the house, dressed only in my nightgown. I fear I must be sleepwalking.
Now don't you worry yourself, Ellen. Somnambulism is quite common among hysterical women in the 19th century. It's pretty much a tired trope by now.
But what about my strange visions? Yesterday I saw a giant shadowy hand descending upon the village.
Oh, that was just the Goodyear blimp on its way to a football game. It's the postseason, you know.
Frederick, I just don't feel like you're taking me seriously. Perhaps a doctor could help.
Did someone just summon a doctor? It is I, Professor Alban Eberhard von Franz.
Say what you will about Ellen, she can summon like nobody's business.
Professor von Franz, are you really a doctor?
What, is that so hard to believe?
It's just that you look more like a mad scientist vampire hunter type.
Oh, wow, she is good.
Oh, good doctor, I fear I am losing my mind.
Not at all, my dear. Tell me, did you summon a vampire a few years ago?
Well, yes, I did, but I'm sure he's completely forgotten about me, and even if he didn't, he wouldn't be able to find me.
You're probably right, unless your husband somehow ran into that exact same vampire and gave him a lock of your hair. But what are the odds of that happening?
Ellen, I've returned. Thomas, could it really be you? I'd given you up for dead. What took so long? I stayed an extra week to do some sightseeing. But what about the plague? That's the beauty of it. It made the lines much shorter at Euro Disney, I'll tell you that much. Oh, Thomas, it's great to have you back, doing whatever it is you do around here when you're not traveling. It's good to be back. How did Frederick treat you while I was away? He was lovely, but he stands a bit too close when he talks, and his breath is quite dreadful.
I'm right here, you know.
Thomas, is that you?
No, it is I, Orlock, your fiancé.
Fiancé? I made no such promise. Besides, I'm already married to Thomas.
Thomas? But I thought I thought he was lost at Euro Disney.
He returned today, as a matter of fact, and he's not interested in divorce. At least, I don't think so.
But you summoned me years ago when no one else would have you. We had a deal.
Supposing I just refuse, then what would you do? Kill my good friend Frederick, I suppose?
Frederick. His breath is terrible.
I know, right? Wait, how would you know such a thing, unless...
If you're asking if I tried to bite Frederick and feed on his mortal blood to extend my own state of undead life, then the answer is... Wait a minute, what were we talking about anyway?
You were asking if I was still going to marry you, and I'm pretty sure the answer's still no.
Oh yeah, right. Look, just because I'm a nice guy, I'll give you 3 nights to decide. Counting tonight, so actually it's more like 2 nights.
That's very generous of you, but I'm sure I won't change my mind.
Actually, I'm feeling a bit impatient, so realistically it's going to be more like 1 more night. Got that?
Oh, Professor, what shall I do? Orlock is returning tonight and intends to marry me.
Now, dear, don't worry. We'll hire a wedding planner to take care of everything.
I don't want to marry Count Orlock. I'm starting to think he's a vampire.
Really? What gave him away? The blood dribbling off his mustache or the constant stench of death?
Won't you please help me? Thomas is no help at all. He really has a bad track record with vampires.
Of course I'll help, my dear. We just need to find a way for you to distract Orlock until the sun comes up.
Oh, I've got it. We could play Uno.
It's not a very fun game with just 2 people.
Won't you be staying too?
No, I have to take Thomas out on a wild goose chase. Take the wrong corpse, set a crypt on fire. You know, boring old man stuff. I have come to claim my bride.
All right, But first you need to help me fill out all these wedding invitations. You have quite the guest list.
I've made so many friends over the centuries. Most of them are dead, of course. Okay, that is last wedding invitation. Those blood-flavored postage stamps were a nice touch, honey.
You know me, anything for my new husband.
And Thomas won't mind? I'm starting to feel a bit guilty about him.
No, not at all. I put him in charge of turning all our clocks back an hour.
What does that have to do with anything? Wait, is that the sunrise?
I suppose you haven't seen one of those in a while, have you?
No!
Oh, Ellen, your plan worked perfectly. Thomas! Wait, were you hiding in my closet the whole time? It's not what you think, Ellen. I was looking for a game. Who wants to play Uno?
I will. Don't forget to subscribe and then watch the video over again.